This is a short video to demonstrate how to install Oracle VBox on a Windows computer. One of the things that you might or should know if you haven't really gotten into installing programs on your computer is that Chrome might actually be a better browser to use. I use it also for CC-Confer for the same reason, because it's very visual, and it's much easier to find things that you download and install applications from. So let's do that. If you have Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge that comes with Windows 10, you can start it up and then click up here, and you get the search or enter email web addresses. So I'm going to type download Chrome. And this is the way that we can get at this software. There's an actual download button here, which is really cool. You can't always count on that. I'm kind of worried about suggesting that you use this. But, for Windows 10 and Edge, I'm going to take a risk here and assume that you have that button. If we expand out the screen, we could find download now, which will probably come up, or something that says download. And another important part is that it's actually from Google. So we're downloading Chrome, which is the browser, but we're getting it from google.com. A lot of times you go to other sites, and in general it's safer to get it from the actual company than it is to get it from someone else. So I'm downloading Chrome. It asks me for the terms of service. Do I accept it? I do. Got no choice. And you can see what I'm saying right here is that with this status bar right here, it makes it very clear that it's downloading. So it tells you that it's finished downloading, and it gives you the run button. So I'm going to do that. Now, when it runs and installs, Chrome should actually show up in the taskbar. So hopefully it'll just pop right up there. That's the setup. It shows you that we're setting things up here. Here's the setup window. We'll let this run. Download complete, installing. So we just have to wait for the train to cross the track, so to speak. And there you go. You can see that Chrome has started up, and we're looking at it. So in the taskbar here, you can also see that I've got Windows Internet Explorer. We don't need that, so I'm going to close it. And there we are. So I've got the two tabs. I'll just stick with this one here because that's got the Google search. Google's probably the most well-known search engine, so we'll use that. And then if you have this already, there's no need to type in the URL, but I did it just because. So let's look for Oracle VBox. Oracle VBox download. Hit enter. And this is more what you would see in Google. If you remember, in Edge, there were more advertisements. There's a nice little button you could download from, but here you can actually see all the search results. And what I like about this is that, again, it's from the Oracle website. There are other places to get it, but getting it from the maker is the best. So the URL is pretty long, but all we have to do is click on this, and then it goes to the web page where we can get our Oracle VBox. So I'm just going to assume that you're using the default recommended computer, which is Windows 10 and 64-bit. And all we have to do is find it in the list here. And you can see Oracle VBox, the platform, various versions of operating systems. There's Mac, Solaris, Ubuntu. But we're going to look at Windows, and then we have the choice between 32 and 64-bit. So unless your computer has like 4 GB of RAM, you're going to be using 64-bit. And again, 64-bit is the recommended because then you can get to 8, 12, 16, or 32 GB. So over here is where we actually get the file, and that's the Windows installer. That's a link. You can see that when I pass the mouse over it, you get an underline. So I'm going to click on that. And again, it's very visual. You don't get this in other browsers. It's nice. You can see this is a 117 MB file. It's going to take me about 15 seconds. And so far, I'm probably a little bit more than halfway through. And thankfully, this is going fast. So we'll let it run the clock here. And then when it's done, it pops up with the next step. In other browsers, you have to find the download folder, locate your file, and then run it. Chrome offers this nice little feature where once it's done, you can click on the arrow, and then you can just open it. You know, for fun, I'm going to look and show in the folder here, and you can see these are the things that have been downloaded. You know, but you really don't even have to know where download files go, because like I said, if you click on that arrow, you can just do open, and it's going to run the Oracle installer. And of course, I'm sitting here waiting and nothing's happening. But you can see if you look at my mouse, there was the clock, and it did eventually come up. If you, I mean, my computer's pretty fast. It's got a solid state drive, so it can take a long time. So you have to be willing to wait. Your version of Oracle VBox is going to be a little bit longer or higher than this. This is VirtualBox 5.1.6. So, you know, unless you see this just when I make the video, you're going to get a newer version than that. So this is the install wizard, and you can see it says Oracle VM VirtualBox 5.1.6 setup. I'm just going to click next. And then here's all the stuff that you can get with that. And here's the location where it downloads. Most software goes into the program file directory, just like Oracle, and then you can see Oracle and then VirtualBox. Oracle also makes Java, so if you were to download Java, then it would probably go in the Oracle parent folder. Anyway, you can basically just accept the defaults. You really don't even have to think about or read this. Just hit next. And then here's the things that are going to happen. Create a shortcut on the desktop. You'll get something like this shortcut here that you can run. There'll be one in the quick launch toolbar. That's down here. This is all our quick launch stuff. And then register file associations. If there's a VBox VDI file, that's the virtual disk image that you're going to make when you create Kali Linux or Windows Pro or Windows Server. The file association will mean that if you were to click on the file, it would actually start in VBox, and that's supposed to happen. It's like when you click on Microsoft Word on a document you just edited, and it automatically opens in the application. So that's normal. Again, we're looking around, but really you can just click next. I noticed this is something that has concerned a lot of people because it says warning, network interfaces. It's all in red. And then it tells you that it's going to temporarily disconnect you from the network. And that's true. When we create our cyber range, or you put virtual machines inside a VBox, it creates a VirtualBox networking bridge that shares the network with your actual computer. So all it's doing is restarting the network. So let's say if you were web surfing while you're doing this, the web thing will stop working for a short time. Or if you're downloading other software, maybe listening to Pandora, and you have your radio going, internet radio, it might just stop in the middle of it. You know, YouTube videos, other things that you're doing might stop because it's going to reset that network connection in order to put the software in so the VBoxes can share your network. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to click yes, and you should click yes because you want your VBoxes to get the internet. So we're now ready to install, and we can click install to begin. So there we go. Now we have to give administrator permissions. Installing software is usually suspicious activity, but if you mean to do it, you just click yes. And of course, it's saying, would you like to install the device software, and do you trust Oracle? And we pretty much do. Oracle's a big software company like Microsoft. So we're going to install that and trust them. So our train crosses the track. And there we go. Oracle VM VirtualBox 5.16 installation is complete. And then it's already checked start Oracle after the install. So all that means is that now it'll just automatically start, which is a good idea because now you're ready to download the ISOs from DreamSpark Imagine and get the appliance from the VirtualBox. I'm sorry, from Kali Linux from Offensive Security. And those things, the DreamSpark Imagine and Offensive Security Kali Linux, are explained in the other videos. So I'm just going to let you refer to those videos to see the other stuff. So we're done with Chrome here because we used it to download and install our software. And now we have our empty VBox. So, I haven't downloaded any ISOs, and hopefully you have. But when you click on New here, that's when you can do your first Windows Pro. And then we use the 64-bit version. Really, the world should be 64-bit now. So I'm downloading this in my victim PC, and apparently I installed 32, so it's not showing me the 64. So this is actually bad juju. Forget that you saw it. But let's say that I did have the ISOs in here. I would go to Windows 10. I would go to Next, Next, Next. And I know I explained this somewhere else. There's the VDI file I was talking about. It's probably too much information here, but I really want to show you this. When you click on the file location, you get into the VirtualBox. But really, where we want to look is downloads, because that's where all your files are going to go. So, I mean, one of the reasons why I use Chrome is because it just pops up at the bottom of the browser. Here, you're going to have to go to Downloads to find your ISO file. So, while it's here, I just wanted to point that out. When you look at the other videos in this series, you'll see that. So hopefully that'll keep it fresh in your mind so it'll be easy to do. So I'm just canceling out. You would, of course, continue the installation. And there you have it. We installed Oracle VirtualBox Manager. First thing we did was we installed Chrome. If you already have it, you just use it. Then we searched for Oracle VBox download using Google. And then we clicked on the link for download from a URL that actually is from Oracle, not from somewhere else. We downloaded it, and then there was a little box at the bottom where we could click on the arrow and then open it. And then we went through the installation process. We basically said next, 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 next. And then VirtualBox opened up. And now that you have it installed, you're ready for the rest of the cyber range. Thank you for watching.